Week 9 for the Ole Miss Rebels has them on the road yet again, this time in the Bluegrass State, facing their SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats.
So when I line up and I recognize the formation, they like to have that into the boundary. And this is to the field. The wheel route, there's no running play. Look how wide he is. Okay, he's in that C gap, split the tackle's crotch. All right, he's in there tight for a mesh or drive. Indicate that, point it out, and know if you're in the hot seat, you got him man-to-man, you can't let him beat you across your face. Men, those takeaways are going to come into form just like Coach mentioned earlier. That ball comes out, it comes out hot, we got to be in position to catch that tip. Okay? That's critical. That you're in great body position, you're on the proper shoulder, and you believe you're going to make a play. You got to get him inside. Nobody from inside outflanks you to the outside. You good with that? Okay. Nobody beats you to the outside, and then it's just playing football from there. Nobody can get across your face.
But the bottom line is this, it's trying to figure out all the energy and all the might we have is everybody do their part, play as hard as you can for 60 minutes, not 30, not 40, not 50, but for 60. And that's been our biggest thing. Because when we pull out the plays and we show them where we are now, where we've been, it's been some good things. But the bottom line is, hey, we've got to win.
The season. Ole Miss football is brought to you in part by FedEx. We understand you need a winning game plan. FedEx, proud sponsor of Ole Miss football. By the Mississippi Department of Transportation, making Mississippi proud. By Regions Bank, where you get more financial control. Proud sponsor of the Rebels and official bank of the SEC. And by TEC, providing you broadband, voice, and data solutions. Visit TEC.com to find out more.
Hey Lawrence, my parents want to talk to you.
Oh, so what?
They don't really think you're an exchange student.
What?
They think you're a businessman using our house to meet new clients in China.
For reals, player?
They overheard a phone call. Something about shipping with FedEx to Shanghai, and then you opened a bottle of champagne.
That was for a science project. I'm late for soccer rehearsal. You and I are cool. I'll be home by curfew.
We understand you need a partner who can help you go global. FedEx.
Everybody wants more financial control, but it's not always easy. At Regions, we have the tools and expertise to really help you find your balance, like the freedom to access and monitor your accounts anytime, anywhere, with online and mobile banking. Real guidance and solutions from a Regions personal savings and debt review. Plus, at Regions, you'll get the award-winning service people are talking about. It's financial control. Well, like you haven't had before. Wow. Unbelievable.
Please hold. Transferring call.
To where, Kuala Lumpur?
G'day, can I help you?
I'm having a problem with my streaming video conference.
Screaming.
Streaming.
Transferring audio.
Video. Screaming.
Hello, you're having audio problems?
Actually, my video stalls and
oh,
then...
yes, reinstall. Transferring to software.
Reinstall? No, wait.
Oh my gosh, sounds like you have a bad
It's
line.
not...
Transferring to hardware.
No.
Good job, girls. Enjoy your break.
Come on, let's go!
You never know where your litter may end up. Pick it up, Mississippi.
You know, my return to football was based, on my family and things like that.
Is your press conference?
You know, can you get a close-up? Can you zoom in on it? That's it. I just want you to zoom in.
He really didn't perm his more. He looked like Leon, bro.
He like Eddie Kane.
I'm telling you. No, it ain't yellow. He put a process. He went from afro to straight. His head he looked like a big brown dinosaur, bro. I'm telling you.
As the week of practice begins, the Rebels have only one thing on their minds: coming home with their first SEC victory of the year. As the game plan begins to take shape, execution and focus are at the highest level they've been all season.
Lower, stay bent, stay lower, lower. Sit. Right there.
Ready, give me something physical. Go. Here we go. Hey, good job. That's the first one that looked like something. Here we go, next two. Go, ready. Working, outside, outside. Good job. Good, the ball stay outside. It's the way to work your hat. Nice cover. Let's stay with it, Wes. Good job. Go, get back. Got it, slide. There you go, work. Cover. Back.
Love going against each other. I love going fastball. It's amazing when we get 11 guys. Look up. When we get 11 guys doing it the right way, you move the ball. You move the ball. You move the ball. It takes 11 of them. Can't do it with 7, can't do it with 8. You gotta be on the same page when we know what to do and get in and out of the huddle. Great middle day tomorrow. 2 pretty good days right there now. We've hit a few things, boy. I was really proud about that fastball going against a defense that's flying around. We made 3 big plays, man. It changes the game. We get some points, it changes the game. It changes it. There's nothing like playing ahead. Nothing like it.
Please hold. Transferring call.
To where, Kuala Lumpur?
G'day, can I help you?
I'm having a problem with my streaming video conference.
Screaming.
Streaming.
Transferring audio.
Video. Screaming.
Hello, you're having audio problems?
Actually, my video stalls and
oh,
then...
yes, reinstall. Transferring to software.
Reinstall? No, wait.
Oh my gosh, sounds like you have a bad
It's
line.
not-
Transferring to hardware.
No.
Meeting tomorrow in Dallas. We need to finish those projections, and I'll put the final presentation. Sally, I'm gonna need 40 copies, obviously collated.
What's going on?
When we're crunched for time, Brad combines office celebrations with official business. It's about efficiency.
We can help. When you ship with FedEx, you can work right up to the last minute. Gives you more time to get stuff done.
It's a good idea.
I need to speak with you privately. I found your resume on the printer. Everyone, I found your resume on the printer.
We understand. You need a partner who gives you more time. FedEx.
It is a place which exerts an extraordinary pull on all who have walked its hallowed ground. A major university with the familiar intimacy of family. Contests waged and triumphs savored. With our largest freshman class, soaring honors college, national reputation for academics and research. Today, for all who have ever called this magical place home, you never leave Ole Miss.
Don't have much to say tonight. Had a good week. Well, I want November to be special. I want November to be special. We're not that far off as a team, but I don't think we've played our best game yet as offense, defense, and special teams all together. I don't think we've played our best game yet. I want to get our first conference win tomorrow. I want to get our very first conference win tomorrow. Here's what I'd say. 70 guys on that sideline with one heartbeat, pulling for one another, not caring who gets the credit. Let's put this whole thing together tomorrow and believe it's going to happen. Not just kind of hope. You're good enough to dominate it. You're good enough to take over the game tomorrow. Believe it and do it. Be relentless, man. Don't go through the motion, man. Don't go through the motion. You dictate it. You dictate the game. You go make the play. Defense is going to get us the ball, offense. Let's go. Let's stay on the field. Let's stay on the field by everybody doing their job. Don't give them the ball, offense. Be real conscious with this. Oh, tuck that thing away. It's the greatest game there is, man. Don't ever forget it. Let's turn November, man. Let's turn it all the way around now. I want you in your room, rest, sleep, and when you wake up tomorrow, man, bring November with you. Bring this real game. Play your best game tomorrow. Everybody be at their best tomorrow. Be it to a very, very high level where they say, well, I didn't see this on film. No, it's live. It's a live November. It's a new deal now. Let's go, Ole Miss. Turn this thing around. Let's go.
Game day. As the Rebels embark on their journey to Commonwealth Stadium, they are met by the Rebel faithful who have made the trip to cheer them on. They are anxious and ready for the game that lies ahead. The team is focused and ready to unleash their game plan on the Wildcats.
Make some plays. Build off of it. Feed off each other.
Alert. Communicate. Wildcat, Wildcat. Clemson, Clemson. Viking, Viking. Talk, look to the side, look for the signs. If you don't know, ask Mackey. He's got it on his band. Just ask. You can get in and out of the huddle.
Hey, let's set the tone today. Let's set the tone. Let's take over this field. Let's take over this stadium. How do I do it? One play at a time. Being real physical. Being very, very physical. Unbelievable attitude. Encourage your brother. We got 70 guys on that sideline. One heartbeat now. Hey, let's be a bunch of playmakers today. How much fight you got in you? First 5 minutes, baby. Let's go. Let's set this tone. Let's set this tone. Get ready to go. Whether it be kickoff or kickoff return, you set it. You set the tone without a penalty. Take care of that ball, baby. Let's go put this hat on.
Both of these teams haven't tasted a victory in league play in over a calendar year. Kentucky in the home blue uniforms kicks off, and we're underway.
The Rebels would start early with a ground attack by Jeff Scott.
There's the snap and a handoff to fake to Brazel, or fake to Bolden, give to Brazel, sweeping left. He's to the 30, 35, 40. Oh, he breaks in the clear. He could go. He's to the 30, he's to the 20, grabbed from behind, and pulled down to 15, grabbed by the jersey. That was close to a horse collar.
Nice. Go, 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 go. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, baby.
On 3rd and 7, Randall Mackey fires into the end zone to Jamez Logan, but he can't handle the ball. With the drive stalling, Bryson Rose hits a 31-yard field goal for the first points of the game.
One high safety down there all day. Work in it. When you stick and run, separate and get that shoulder. He's going to try to get the whole arm on.
The Rebel defense held the Wildcat offense in check.
Oh, I like it. Way to come up, Cody. Way to come up, Cody. Way to come up. Play. You saw it. They light every time. What a play, Ralph.
Now look, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Freshman quarterback. Let's go hit him. Well, don't sit back there and plant that ball. Let's go hit him. Do your job when you're up. Let's go hit him.
The Rebels would take over on the 20. Mackey would hit Dante Moncrief down the sideline for 19 yards and a spectacular catch. Then, senior running back Brandon Bolden rips up the middle for 33 yards of his own. Four plays later, Mackey hits Philander Moore for 12 yards, giving the Rebels 1st and goal from the 3. On 3rd and goal, Mackey finds Moncrief for an apparent touchdown, but an offensive pass interference call forces the Rebels to once again call on Bryson Rose. This time, 37 yards, and his 17th straight field goal of the season.
They're playing us mad. They're just saying we can't run down, we can't make we can't get off left, we can't make a play, you with me? It's a personal challenge right now.
The first quarter ended with Kentucky driving the field, and as the second quarter opened, the Wildcats punched it in from the 2.
Power I formation here. The handoff to Williams, right side, and he gets it across the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Late in the quarter with the Rebels driving, Mackey is intercepted by Danny Trevathan. The Wildcats were on the move, and with the clock winding down, Craig McIntosh hits a 48-yard field goal. As the half comes to a close, Kentucky leads 10-6.
Don't open your hips. Keep pressing them. Got me? Play okay? We good?
In other words, they're doing this over here. They're looking like this and blitzing here. We're over here like this. We'll go this way, 27 sucker into it, hand off and go that way. You guys with me?
They don't like blitz. We're going to keep faking blitz, being able to check, going back and forth to Atlanta. Ray going to come home. Ray going to get that. Just stick with me on Ray. We're going to come back with that again.
We're getting out here, getting ready to go take this. Defense, you're playing great. Set that tempo for that third quarter for us and get that ball for us. Offense, keep them off now. Keep them off. They took the score from us. Only thing that we have not done is just hang on those blocks a little more. We got the plays right now. Let's go. Let's stay on the field. Throw and catch, lock it up. Kickoff team, set the tempo now. Go cover and put your hat on that ball. Get ready to roll, man. We're going to go get this one right here. Here we go.
The Rebels came out on fire, holding Kentucky to a 3-and-out on their opening possession.
Now that we sold the blitz, you got me? Here's how it works. Okay, now when we sold it, now when they check, we'll go to over 4, and we'll balance. You follow? They're going to throw you one.
The Rebels established their run game behind Brandon Bolden and Jeff Scott. Then Mackey would go to the air, finding Moncrief for 19 yards. Then he spotted Nick Brazel.
There's the snap back to Mackey. He has time in the pocket, looks, goes to the end zone. He's got a man out there, caught! Nick Brazel, touchdown! Right corner of the end zone, and the Rebels have regained the lead at 12-10. He beat his man down the sidelines, and what a strike from Rebel quarterback Randall Mackey.
What I tell you to? What I tell you to? Good job, baby. Good job. Let's go.
The remainder of the period would be a defensive battle for both teams, neither giving it an inch. But as the fourth quarter opened, Kentucky's freshman quarterback Max Smith would find LaRod King.
There's the snap back, 4-man rush. Smith throwing deep down the far sidelines, man wide open, catch, touchdown. Pass complete for the score.
Later in the quarter, Mackey hits Bolden on a swing route for 15 yards and a first down. But the drive stalls, and Max Smith would find Gene McCaskill for an 8-yard score. With 1:13 remaining in the game, the Rebels make their final push down the field. Mackey hits Collins Moore for 37 yards, then finds Jamal Mosley for 11 more. First and goal from the Kentucky 6. 3 plays later, Mackey tries to hit Moore one more time, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. Final score, Ole Miss 13, Kentucky 30.
Does your business have the financial control it needs? Here's what you can expect from Regions. A bank that provides you with real business expertise. Check. A professional optimization of your cash flow with a Regions Cash Core analysis. Check. Cash management solutions and the smart lending options you need to grow your business. Check. Plus, it all comes with award-winning service to help you achieve more balance. Interested? Let's talk. Looking good.
Good job, girls. Enjoy your break.
Come on, let's go!
You never know where your litter may end up. Pick it up, Mississippi.
It is a place which exerts an extraordinary pull on all who have walked its hallowed ground. A major university with the familiar intimacy of family. Contests waged and triumphs savored. With our largest freshman class, soaring honors college, national reputation for academics and research. Today, for all who have ever called this magical place home, you never leave Ole Miss.
A 14-year veteran coaching in the SEC and a 3-time Conference Coach of the Year, Houston Nutt understands the challenges of this league. Despite taking the Rebels to back-to-back New Year's Day bowls in his first 2 years at Ole Miss, 2 consecutive losing seasons have left the administration with some hard decisions to make.
After much thought and reviewing the Ole Miss football program, over the past 2 years, I decided to recommend to Chancellor Jones a change in the head coach position. No one had higher hopes than I when Coach Nutt was hired 4 years ago, but lack of success on the field over the past 2 years necessitates a change. My job is to plan for both the known and unknown situations. The known part is that my contract has a finite ending date, and that I did not intend to work past that date. Furthermore, I stated when I selected Houston Nutt to lead the Ole Miss Rebels that he would be the last head football coach that I would hire, and I meant it. I felt that if another coaching change occurred, it would probably be time for a fresh approach. Therefore, in addition to announcing the selection process, I'm announcing that I will be stepping aside as athletic director no later than December of 2012. Anybody that comes to Ole Miss really never leaves. They leave a part of their soul here. And I think I'm just typical of that. I hear stories so many times from different people about what Ole Miss means to them, and I think I'm one of those. In my career, unfortunately, there have been times I've had to dismiss people, and I think it gets worse as time goes on because I sense more of the impact that it has on the spouses and the children. Sometimes even the things they have to go through in public. Some of the young kids, I've heard stories of people, treating them somewhat rudely because we lose a ball game. You're dealing with certainly Coach Nutt's career. You're dealing with the lives and careers of probably 15 other families that are closely associated with this football program. And those are things I don't take lightly because it's more than just a press conference and words that you use. It's about individual families. So that thought process obviously was running through my mind. And then it's a matter of being in lieu of that, in lieu of understanding that this has certainly a lot of negative overtones, but there's a tremendous amount of opportunity there. No one person makes Ole Miss. Never has, never will, and so it's a matter of us being a family together, working together, and accomplishing so much that's out there, just right there in front of us.
I want to thank Ole Miss for this opportunity. I want to thank the Rebel Nation for embracing my family, and what a great place to live. And last night we learned that the administration had decided to go in a different direction with this football program. I understand their decision and want you to know that I share with them and the entire Ole Miss community its frustrations in not seeing the kind of on-the-field success we wanted the past 2 seasons. When I was informed of this decision, I expressed my desire to finish out the season as the team's head coach. Because at heart, I'm a football coach, and my passion lies in teaching young men to be successful in life, on and off the field, inside and outside the classroom. I'm thankful the university has granted my request and want you to know that you're going to get our very, very best these next few weeks because this program deserves the very best we can give. There's going to always be a special place in my heart for Ole Miss. No doubt about it. But it always comes back to me with the players. And I'm excited about what we have right here. You're not far off. You're not far off.
Sometimes change is hard. And this is what I love so much about football. You're going to get knocked down. This is the greatest game there is. You're going to get knocked down. You got to get back up. Well, the highest high has been the first 2 years, where you come in here with 4 previous losing seasons. Look in the eyes of Michael Orr. You talk him out of going to the NFL. Don't leave early. Parade Jerry, Jamarcus Sanford, Michael Wallace, Dexter McCluster. I wish I could name them all. But they were starving for success, starving. You go to the swamp and beat Tebow and company. And that celebrated locker room was something special. You beat LSU, you beat Arkansas, Tennessee, and it was special, special days. You go to Cotton Bowl, back-to-back January 1 bows, first time in 50 years. Awesome. You'll never forget that. That's a tremendous journey. Ole Miss will always have a special place in my heart. Gave me a tremendous opportunity, and enjoyed every day here. One of the most beautiful campuses I've ever seen in my life. Friendly place, a safe place, where you could go into the living room and guarantee that mom or dad that your son's going to be well taken care of with a great education, and he's going to be safe. And he's going to play the best college football in America. And we got the greatest tailgating atmosphere in the world. It's called the Grove. And you add all that together, throw a couple of wins in there, nothing like it.